Hey my art students, this week we are creating graffiti art, positive word graffiti art, and I want you to think of a positive word to create a piece of art with. So the supplies you need are not spray paints. You'll need a piece of paper, a pencil, a ruler to draw your straight lines for the brickwork behind it, and any colors you want to use, and also if you want to use a Sharpie you can. So here is my finished work. Let's get started and I will show you the process of how to create your graffiti art. So let's start and create some art, guys. All right, my artist friends, today we are working on our positive letter graffiti art. And you can pick any positive word that you can think of. I'm going to use the word create so that I can hang it in the art room when we get back to school. So I got a piece of paper. It's kind of unusual size, but I figure it's going to work well because I'm using what I got at home. I got a pencil. I have a Sharpie. You can see it. So I got my Sharpie. I also have, I am going to use markers for my letters. I'm going to use warm colors and a cool color. I am also going to use watercolors for my bricks. And you also want to find a ruler, which I am going to get now to create your brick lines in the background. That is going to be too big. Still not good. Alright, I found one that fits. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to create our graffiti words. You can start anywhere, and the first we're going to do is create them in pencil. So I'm going to try to write lightly, because I'm going to actually erase it, but I'm going to press harder so you guys can see. And I'm going to just start writing the word create, and you can actually overlap your letters. And we're going to turn these into bubble letters. It's really hard to see. This pencil kind of stinks. You can go over them again so you can see them a little better. This is my E, my A, T, and E. Alright, you can do this with pencil if you want to. I'm going to go in it right with Sharpie. So I am actually going to go around my letters. So it's kind of creating bubble letters. And I have put a whole bunch of samples onto Google Classroom for you guys to check out. So there's my C. I messed up. Okay, so then just keep on going around your pencil line. And this marker kind of stinks. So there's my C. And then my R is going to go behind my C. See what I did there, guys? So I have my R. My R is kind of tricky. So I want to leave space. So I'm planning for another line to come here. And I'll do that one now so you guys can look, see what it looks like. Alright, you know, this marker stinks. This one. My markers are dying. And then my R. I can go longer. And then my E. And then once you have finished tracing around all your letters, I'm going to use Sharpie, you are going to then erase your pencil line. Good thing I got Sharpie back. Skip. So you almost kind of feel like you have to skip over your pencil line. And you can play with weird angles and fonts if you want to just practice on scrap paper first before you start putting onto your good piece. Go ahead. Take the A down a little more. Over and down. T. I don't think it's my Sharpie, I think it's this paper. Alright, so I got my letters. Now I'm going to do is I'm going to like trace around them. And you'll see when I color this in what it's going to look like. So I'm kind of just creating like this bubble organic shape around my letters. And if you checked out the graffiti art, you'll see that a lot of graffiti artists kind of border their letter art, or their tag art as you would call it. So think of a organic shape, like a wiggly, wavy line. And go in and come out. And we'll go all the way around. If you want to make it drip, you can make it drip. And I want to go inside here. And inside my C. So this looks like a little confusing, but once we start coloring it, it'll look cool. All right, so our next step is we're going to add the brick wall. And you need a ruler for this part or a straight edge, it's up to you. And I'm going to do mine in Sharpie first because I just like that black sharp line. You don't have to do yours in Sharpie. That's just how I am. So what you're going to do is I'm actually going to just trace my ruler and use my ruler as a guide for measurement. So, I'm the best way to hold this. So I'm just going to trace and I'm going to stop wherever my bubble line is. Actually, I'm going to start from the bottom and go up. And if you want to color your letters in first, this might actually be easier and help you than to start creating the line. Because then you can see where not to draw a line and you might actually mess up. So whatever you feel comfortable doing, go ahead. Here's a line. There's a line. And if you mess up, it's okay. And I just messed up because that was inside the A, but I'll figure out what to do to solve my problem. Did I mess up? I did mess up right there, but that's okay. I can fix it. I'll just make a little border inside here. No big deal. No one will ever know I messed up except for you guys. Alright, so there we go. So now I'm going to add the bricks. And you want vertical lines. However, you can't go all the way through because, well, bricks don't do that. But if you want to do like every other one, you may. You don't want them all lined up. You want them staggered. And you don't have to use a ruler if you don't want to. It's up to you. So think of your positive word you're going to use. And I also have created a list of positive words if you are stuck on picking out a positive word.
trying to make a fool of me. Well, my good girl, trying to make a fool of me. You know she's trying to tell me I ain't got that old TB. I got the TB blue. When it rained down sorrow, it poured all over me. When it rained down sorrow, poured all over me. Because my body rattles like a train on that old SP. I got the TB blue. I've been fighting like a lion. It looks like I'm gone to lose. I've been fighting like a lion. It looks like I'm gone to lose. Because there ain't nobody ever wept these TB blues. I got the TB blue. Got that old TB, boys, I can't eat a bite. I got that old TB, boy, I can't eat a bite. It's got me so worried, can't even sleep at night. I got the TB blue. Well, boys, but that graveyard is a lonesome place. Well, boys, but that graveyard is a lonesome place. They put you on your back, throw the mud down in your face. I got the TB